What's up, pizza lovers? Today we're settling the ultimate debate once and for all: which pizza chain reigns supreme? I'm ranking the top 15 pizza chains from worst to best, and trust me, this list is going to trigger some heated comments. But here's the twist. I'm not just judging the pizza. We're talking breadsticks, nostalgia, business moves, and some insider secrets that'll blow your mind. By the end of this video, you'll know which chain deserves your next order and which ones are just coasting on reputation. Let's dive in. And stick around because I'm revealing why one pizza chain's secret sauce isn't actually a secret at all. Starting at number 15, we have Godfather's Pizza. If you've never heard of them, don't worry. Most people haven't. This Nebraska-based chain peaked in the 80s with over 900 locations, but now they're down to about 600, mostly in small Midwest towns. Here's some insider knowledge. Godfather's was actually owned by Herman Cain, yes, the presidential candidate, for over a decade. He turned the company around in the 90s before selling it off. Their claim to fame? Thick crust pizza that's more like a casserole than traditional pizza. It's filling, but it's not winning any awards for innovation. At 14, Blaze Pizza, the Chipotle of pizza. You walk down the line, pick your toppings, and they fire it up in 180 seconds. Sounds great in theory, but here's the problem. Speed doesn't always equal flavor. Blaze exploded from 0 to 300 plus locations in just 8 years, making it one of the fastest growing restaurant chains in history. LeBron James was an early investor, which helped with the hype, but their ultra-thin crusts often come out burnt or soggy, and the sauce lacks depth. It's fast casual pizza for people who want to feel healthy about eating pizza. Coming up, I'll tell you which chain has been lying about their hand-tossed dough for decades. Number 13 might surprise you, Casey's General Store. Yes, a gas station makes better pizza than some dedicated pizza chains. This Iowa-based convenience store chain has a cult following for their breakfast pizza. Yes, breakfast pizza with eggs and sausage. And honestly, it's not terrible. Here's the kicker. Casey's sells more pizza than many traditional pizza chains. They move over 30 million slices annually. The secret? They actually make their dough fresh in-store daily, which is more than we can say for some of the bigger names on this list. At 12, Round Table Pizza. West Coast chain that's been around since 1959, and they're still stuck in 1959. Their King Arthur's Supreme Pizza is loaded with everything, but it tastes like it was designed by committee. Fun fact, Round Table was one of the first chains to offer vegetarian options back in the 70s, way before it was trendy. They also pioneered the lunch buffet concept. But innovation peaked early, and now they're mostly coasting on nostalgia in California strip malls. Wait until you hear about the pizza chain that almost killed a customer with their unlimited promotion. Number 11, Chuck E. Cheese. Let's be honest, nobody goes here for the pizza. You go for the arcade, the animatronic nightmare fuel, and to watch other people's kids have meltdowns. But here's some dark Chuck E. Cheese history. They've been recycling pizza slices for decades. Not kidding. Leftover slices from one table get combined with fresh slices and served to new customers. They claim it's about reducing waste, but come on, the pizza itself tastes like cardboard with cheese-flavored glue on top. Insider secret, Chuck E. Cheese files for bankruptcy regularly, about every 10 to 15 years. It's basically their business model at this point. At number 10, CiCi's Pizza, the Buffet Kings. For $7.99, you can eat until you hate yourself, and honestly, that's exactly what happens. CiCi's peaked at 650 locations, but now they're down to about 300. COVID nearly killed them because buffets became public health hazards. But here's what made them special: the endless variety. Mac and cheese pizza, dessert pizza, pizza you've never heard of. Quality wasn't the point, quantity was. Fun fact, CiCi's was the first major chain to put their full nutritional information online, probably because someone needed to know exactly how bad their choices were. Speaking of bad choices, wait until I tell you about the chain that charges extra for sauce packets. Number 9, Sparrow, the king of mall pizza, those massive New York-style slices sitting under heat lamps, looking both appetizing and questionable at the same time. Here's the insider scoop. Sparrow filed for bankruptcy twice in 4 years. Their business model depended on mall foot traffic, and when malls started dying, so did Sparrow. They've tried to pivot to airports and universities, but Airport Sparrow hits different, and not in a good way. The pizza itself? It's fine. Greasy, oversized, and exactly what you expect from a food court. But fine doesn't win rankings. At 8, Papa Murphy's, the take and bake pioneers. You buy it cold, take it home, and bake it yourself. It's like IKEA, but for pizza. This business model is genius from a cost perspective. No ovens in store means lower overhead. But here's the weird part. Papa Murphy's accepts EBT/food stamps. Because technically you're buying groceries, not prepared food. They're the only major pizza chain that does this. The pizza quality is actually decent since you're baking it fresh at home, but the convenience factor takes a hit. Sometimes you just want pizza delivered to your couch, you know? Coming up, I'll reveal which chain's famous breadsticks are actually just frozen bread from the same supplier as grocery stores. Number 7. Little Caesars, hot and ready headquarters. $5 gets you a large pizza in 5 minutes, no questions asked. It's fast food pizza at its purest. But here's where Little Caesars wins. The crazy bread. Soft, buttery, perfectly salted breadsticks that put most competitors to shame. That tangy marinara sauce? Chef's kiss. While everyone's arguing about their pizza quality, I'm over here demolishing a box of crazy bread. Insider fact, Little Caesars is the 3rd largest pizza chain in America by store count, but 4th in sales. They make less per store because everything's so cheap, but the volume is insane. They move more pepperoni than any other pizza chain, over 250 million pounds annually. At number 6, Jet's Pizza. Detroit-style specialists that most people outside the Midwest have never heard of. These guys perfected the square, thick crust pizza with crispy, caramelized edges. Here's what sets Jet's apart. They use real Wisconsin brick cheese, and their sauce goes on top of the cheese, not under. It sounds wrong, but it works. Their pepperoni cups up and gets crispy, creating these little grease pools of flavor. Jet's has been quietly expanding nationwide, and they're about to explode. Mark my words. In 5 years, everyone will know about Detroit-style pizza because of Jet's. Next up, the chain that revolutionized pizza delivery, but almost went bankrupt because of their own slogan. Number 5, Marco's Pizza. The fastest growing pizza chain you've probably never tried. They've gone from 200 locations to over 1,000 in just 10 years. Marco's focuses on authentic Italian recipes. Their sauce is made from Italian tomatoes, and they age their cheese longer than most chains. The result? Pizza that actually tastes like pizza, not like cardboard with toppings. Here's the insider secret. Marco's founder, Pasquale Giammarco, sold his original pizza shop to Papa John's in the 1980s, then came back to compete against them. Talk about a comeback story. Their white cheese pizza with Roma tomatoes is legitimately restaurant quality. At 4, California Pizza Kitchen. The gourmet pioneers who proved chain pizza could be upscale. CPK's BBQ chicken pizza literally changed the game. Before them, pizza toppings were pepperoni, sausage, and maybe mushrooms if you were feeling fancy. They introduced goat cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, and Thai chicken pizza to Middle America. Insider knowledge, CPK almost went out of business during their early expansion because their food costs were too high. Turns out using premium ingredients is expensive. Who knew? They've since found the balance between quality and profitability, but they're still pricier than most chains. Speaking of expensive, wait until you hear about the pizza chain that charges different prices based on your zip code. Number 3, Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. And honestly, they're not wrong. Whatever you think about Papa John's Schnatter, and there's a lot to think about, the pizza quality is consistently good. That garlic sauce is liquid gold. Papa John's goes through 25 million garlic sauce cups every year. The pepperoncini in every box? That started because John Schnatter ate at a pizza place in Greece and loved the pickled peppers they served. Here's the dark insider secret. Papa John's almost collapsed when their founder went on his infamous rants. Sales dropped 30% overnight. The company had to completely rebrand and distance itself from its own founder, but the pizza remained solid throughout the chaos. At number 2, Domino's, the ultimate comeback story. In 2009, they literally admitted their pizza sucked and completely reformulated everything. That takes guts. Their new recipe focused on better sauce, improved cheese blend, and a garlic-seasoned crust. But the real revolution was technology. Domino's Pizza Tracker, ordering apps, and delivery innovations made them the Amazon of pizza. Insider fact, Domino's stock has outperformed Google, Apple, and Amazon over the past decade. A pizza company beat tech giants in the stock market. Their delivery algorithm is so advanced, they can predict when you're going to order pizza before you even know you want pizza. And now, the number 1 pizza chain that's been keeping a massive secret about their famous pan pizza. Number 1, Pizza Hut. the OG pizza chain that defined what American pizza should be. Pizza Hut invented pan pizza, stuffed crust, and the red roof restaurant design that every other chain copied. Their breadsticks are still elite tier, soft, fresh, and perfectly seasoned. That garlic butter sauce? Unmatched. Here's the insider secret everyone misses. Pizza Hut's original pan pizza recipe hasn't changed since 1958. While everyone else reformulated and updated, Pizza Hut stuck with what worked. That consistency is why they're still the global leader with over 18,000 locations worldwide. But here's the twist. Pizza Hut's biggest competition isn't other pizza chains. It's Pizza Hut itself. Their delivery pizza often doesn't match their dine-in quality because different locations use different suppliers and preparation methods. So there you have it, the definitive ranking of America's top pizza chains. Pizza Hut takes the crown, but honestly, every chain on this list serves a purpose. Sometimes you want gourmet CPK, sometimes you need hot and ready Little Caesars. Here's what I learned making this ranking. The best pizza chain isn't necessarily the one with the best pizza. It's the one that consistently delivers what you expect, when you expect it, at a price that makes sense. Pizza Hut wins because they've mastered that balance. They're not always the best, but they're never the worst, and after 65 years in business, that consistency matters. What do you think? Did I get this right, or am I completely wrong? Drop your rankings in the comments. I want to see how controversial this gets. And if you've never tried Jet's Detroit-style pizza, do yourself a favor and find one. You'll thank me later. Like this video if you learned something new, subscribe if you want more food rankings that'll start arguments, and I'll see you in the next one.